Pride Daily.
Hi there, I'm Kev McGrath. Coming up, a bird hit my window and now I'm a lesbian. First though, a new push by England's Premier League to promote LGBTQ+ inclusion in football. The New York Times reckons it'll launch next month, replacing the Rainbow Laces campaign run by queer advocate Stonewall for more than a decade. This would shift the focus from individual players wearing rainbow accessories to a With Pride week of games and events. Meanwhile, Rainbow Laces is relaunching to be more about inclusive fitness and community sports.
Not everyone feels welcome to move, play or participate yet. Rainbow Laces exists to change that. When welcome is visible, confidence grows and movement follows. Get involved today. Move with pride.
That music just needs to be a little bit quieter, doesn't it? I think I'm getting a migraine. The Stonewall campaign's got tied up with culture wars nonsense in recent years, and some football players have refused to take part cause religion.
Pride Daily.
Next, claims rules to protect transgender soldiers in Israel's military aren't being implemented. They should get separate sleeping quarters, be able to shower at different times and not be excluded from certain roles. But the ENET news outlet says it's hearing from trans soldiers in the IDF these things aren't actually happening.
Pride Daily.
And a bird hit my window and now I'm a lesbian is the title of a stop-motion animation about queer awakening and self-acceptance. Basically, the bird incident is a catalyst for characters Gray and Fionn to meet. They explore the need for male validation and grief for the life you thought you were going to have. This was made as a student project in Chicago, but it's now gone on to have nearly 750,000 views on the YouTubes. No time to tell you that. The lead actors from Heated Rivalry have carried the Olympic torch ahead of the Winter Games in Milan next month. Hudson Williams and Connor Story wore pink and white tracksuits in the town of Feltry. And a queer choir's being launched in Glasgow for Gaelic LGBTQ+ singers.
Pride Daily.
Hi there, I'm Kev McGrath. Coming up, Knickerbockers. First though, the culture war clown politician so desperate for attention, she's had a feature-length anti-woke cartoon produced. Pauline Hanson's leader of Australia's radical right One Nation Party, but clearly that doesn't keep her very busy. So the 71-year-old, and she looks it, is releasing an animation called a super progressive movie that punches down on queer people and other minorities. Also features a song from former celebrity Holly Valance.
Mwah. You will respect my pronouns. Not all ladies have ovaries, some have a penis. They say that I'm a he, that I'm a she, 'cause I gotta be another D. And I don't care what people say, I'll never be a him or them a they, 'cause I'm a real biological woman.
It's basically a retread of a hit Kiss Kiss from nearly 25 years ago, back when Holly Valance was last relevant.
Pride Daily.
After a queer TikTok star's found beaten to death in Thailand, one person's been arrested. The body of Ko Tin Zur Htway was found in a forest in Mae Sot in the west. There was a blood-stained wooden stick nearby. Police think the 25-year-old was lured to the area after someone asked him for help on social media.
Pride Daily.
Next, remembering the millions of people, including gay men, who were killed by the Nazis during World War II. It's Holocaust Memorial Day. The term means destruction or slaughter on a mass scale. 10 to 15,000 gay men died in concentration camps because Hitler viewed homosexuality as a threat to his attempts to purify Germany.
Pride Daily.
And queer human rights group ILGA World's been designated as an undesirable organisation by Russia. That label should also be applied to wherever Putin got his plastic surgery. Means it's now treated as illegal with the threat of jail for anyone linked to it there. All part of the crackdown in Russia on all things LGBTQ+. ILGA World says it will continue to support queer people and allies in the country. No time to tell you that. Elton John says when he had his kneecaps replaced a few years ago, he used one of the old ones to make a necklace out of. I'm not drunk, this actually happened. And US Basketball's New York Knicks have their Pride Night game later. They face Sacramento Kings at Madison Square Garden. And did you know that Knicks is short for Knickerbockers? You're welcome.
Queer Family Podcast.
If you've ever felt like your family didn't fit the traditional mold, this show is for you. I'm Jamie, host of the Queer Family Podcast. And every week we highlight LGBTQIA+ families and the beautiful, unique ways we build and show up for our families in a world that wasn't designed for us. We celebrate, highlight, uplift, and normalize queer families because our stories deserve center stage. New episodes every Monday. Listen wherever you get your pods.
Love is love on the Queer Family Podcast. Love is love.
Pride Daily.
Hi there, I'm Kev McGrath. Coming up, extra heated rivalry. First though, attempts to deport 2 gay Iranian men back to their home country from America have been delayed. Iran's got the death penalty for homosexuality, and the pair, who were a couple, had gone to the US seeking asylum. They'd been accused by Iranian authorities of homosexual activity in 2021 and escaped while they were waiting to go on trial. Being gay is considered there as something that can be cured.
Am I a sick person? You can't treat me with whatever pills and drugs you like. Do you think that will cure me? This is what my soul wants. My soul finds peace in loving a woman. I think those who call us sick are sick themselves.
Exiled Iranian LGBTQ+ activist Sarah Hamdani speaking to DW News from Germany. One of the asylum seekers has got a temporary stay of removal. The other's been quarantined after a measles outbreak at a detention centre.
Pride Daily.
Next claims nearly all educated queer professionals in Nigeria are preparing to emigrate. A report from support organisation Empower Q finds 94% want to leave a country where only about a fifth can find full-time work due to discrimination. Like Iran, some parts of Nigeria have the death penalty for homosexuality, with anti-queer laws and widespread persecution.
Pride Daily.
And a Mahusiv trans unity quilt's being made with patches designed by transgender people to reflect the reality of their lives. Allies at the Good Law Project say it'll all come together to create a trans flag that's more than 50 metres long, bigger than an Olympic swimming pool, the universal reference for all measurements, of course, that and double-decker buses. The organisation says it'll go on show at London Trans Plus Pride this summer. No time to tell you that. An extra standalone episode of heated rivalries being talked about. Makers of the queer ice hockey drama say it'd bridge the gap between seasons 1 and 2. And in South Africa, it's goodbye to Babylon, one of the last remaining LGBTQ+ nightclubs in Johannesburg. Closes for good after 15 years at the end of February.
Pride Daily.
Hi there, I'm Kev McGrath. A longer podcast today. Coming up, Budapest's mayor is charged over pride. First though, claims the death of a gay student wasn't properly investigated because of police homophobia. The body of 19-year-old Ed Corns was found in a hotel in central London in 2021 with large amounts of the date rape drug GHB in his system. He'd been left with 36 cuts and other injuries. His mum Miriam and best friend Sam tell ITV News the Metropolitan Police made assumptions about him.
They focused in on him being gay and whether he took drugs, his lifestyle and sexuality.
Anything that didn't fit that narrative was just completely discounted.
They also say the force lost vital evidence and refused to interview his friends. Ed was with 2 men at the hotel who were arrested on suspicion of murder and gave conflicting accounts of what happened. They were later freed without charge though, and an inquest ruled out third-party involvement. Miriam says investigating officers were openly homophobic.
Ed was a rent boy. All gay men take trays of drugs, smuggle young boys in through fire escapes, and with man-on-man sex, anything can happen. they were homophobic.
A serious case review into the investigation flagged up 27 failings, and the Met Police has apologised for how it's handled this. The force was found to be institutionally homophobic in an official report back in 2023.
Pride Daily.
Budapest's mayor has been charged with breaching a government ban on Pride events. Gogeli Karaşan actually found a clever way around the attempt to stop last June's celebration by reclassifying it so the ban didn't apply, and around 200,000 people showed up. Regardless, though, the mayor's going to be fined an unknown amount. Hungary's far-right Prime Minister Viktor Orban's worried his failing government will lose April's elections, so he's targeting queer people, thinking this'll save his skin.
Pride Daily.
Next, there's a vote later on whether conversion therapy should be banned across Europe. The Council of Europe oversees human rights and has government representatives from its 46 member states. A resolution's asking for attempts to change or suppress a person's sexuality or gender identity to be prohibited.
Pride Daily.
And the stress of work might turn you gay. That's why I'm like this, an absolute grafter. A government minister in not queer-friendly Malaysia says this is a factor in pushing people into homosexuality. Plus, Zulkifli Hassan claims a lack of religion can also contribute to LGBT-related behaviour. So basically, if you're straight, you're a lazy god-botherer. No time to tell you that. Apple Music's removed the bigoted Holly Valance song we told you about the other day. The former celebrity's gotten into bed with Australian radical right-winger Pauline Hanson for this culture war clownery. And downloads of the Heated Rivalry book have jumped 529% thanks to New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani. He said people could read it while they're staying home because of snowstorms there.
Pride Daily.
Hi again, I'm Kev McGrath. Got a quick extra update for you. The Council of Europe has just voted for a ban on conversion therapy. It means the Human Rights Organisation will ask its 46 member states across the continent and 5 non-member states elsewhere to outlaw these practices, talking about attempts to change or suppress a person's sexuality or gender identity which have never, ever worked. Countries including France, Germany, Malta and Norway already have bans in place. That's it, short and sweet. I'll see you tomorrow.
Pride Daily.
Hi there, I'm Kev McGrath. Coming up, some new queer soulmates. First though, the United Nations is telling Australia laws allowing LGBTQ+ discrimination by religious schools need to go. Member states of the UN's Human Rights Council making the recommendation. Exemptions to the Sex Discrimination Act mean these schools can sack gay and trans teachers and punish students for coming out.
I was told that I would incur a school suspension. They told me I would no longer be allowed to stand for prefect. The school called my parents in for a meeting and told them there was a lot of posturing about AIDS, and it was a real fear campaign to make me scared straight.
Religion, eh? That's James speaking to Equality Australia. In 2024, a report by the country's Law Commission found strong public support for removing the exemptions.
Pride Daily.
Next, after the death of a gay man who was attacked and left in a coma in America, a suspect's back in court later. Alvin Prasad suffered brain damage on November 1st. The 58-year-old had been on a Halloween night out in Sacramento's LGBTQ+ district. He died on December 28th. Sean Payton, who's 25, is due at the city's Superior Court facing homicide charges. He's previously denied assault, a hate crime, and resisting arrest.
Pride Daily.
And Soulmate, a new LGBTQ+ drama on Netflix, has finally got a release date after nearly 2 years. Sees Korean performer Ok Taek-yeon and Japanese actor Hayato Isamura as a boxer and troubled young man who heal each other's pain and loneliness. The story takes place across Berlin, Seoul and Tokyo. It's due to drop on May the 14th. No time to tell you that. In India, you've got Mumbai's Queer Pride March tomorrow. There's a heated rivalry lookalike competition taking place in Sydney. That's tomorrow as well, with a $50 prize for the best Shane and Ilya doppelgangers. And staying in Australia, it's the Midsummer Pride March on Sunday in St Kilda in Victoria. Oh, and Sunday's also when LGBTQ+ History Month kicks off. Subscribe to Pride Daily so you never miss an episode. That's your lot. Bash the Bigots Week starts Monday. See you then.